In the Wiregrass portion of the state of Alabama Veterans Memorial Stadium in Troy, it's the Southern Miss Golden Eagles and the Troy Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Troy head coach before the game, he is so thrilled that the team has responded. After losing their first game of the season, they put their head down and got back to work. Now on a 3-game win streak, they are rolling. But he knows they've got to still take it one play at a time, one game at a time to keep it going today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Southern Miss's offense will have the ball first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad. And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Slings it downfield. It's complete. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
He's going for it all. Got it down the field. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. And the Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Troy's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Crowder. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Gives it to the back on the draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up. Back to the ground with the running back. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Handoff to the single running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Upstairs to make the catch. There he goes. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it out. It's White. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Motion from the wide receiver. He's going to take off. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Crowder. Takes the easy throw in the flat. At the 35, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Troy!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Now the play fake. Finds his man. At the 45 on his way. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Got his man on the outside. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Golden Eagles will hustle to the line.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Goes high to pull it in. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Wants to throw it. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lovett. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Running inside, it's Lovett. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. On the option. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Makes the grab. It's Saunders. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarter like that. You got caught red-handed. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it, and they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The short hands, it's Randolph. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Crowder. On target. Oh, he got loose. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Finding some room. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Takes the easy completion. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And I like it, 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run inside. It's Walters. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
They want to run this quarterback. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Snap it to the back. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Golden Eagles are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lovett. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Little. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. And the Golden Eagles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Dropping back, it's Crowder. A shot toward the end zone. He caught it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Coming out with it, it's Little. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Golden Eagles will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Troy's head coach told me at the half they have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Now on the option. He'll keep it on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Crowder. Looking for a deep man. He's got it down the field. All the way down inside the 15, but we see a marker on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Southern Mississippi will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little release to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Kick is in the air. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll send the back in motion. They go to the counter. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
They showed this run in the 1st half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the 2nd half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Running inside, it's Walters. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Gonna run it. It's Lovett. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Troy. And that one will give them the lead.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Neither of these teams are ranked in the top 25 at the moment, but it's early in the season, still plenty of time to fight their way in as we take a look at how things stand now. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Eagles will try to get things moving on offense. And now, after being stymied for this entire 2nd half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tosses it incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Goes to the option. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to
intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
The give on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Here we go. Ready, go.
He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And the offense will take any help it can get. Thanks for the penalty. 2nd and goal, closer to the doorstep. They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Trying to bull his way in.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Troy sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. To the air, it's Crowder. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll move the wide receiver. It's reverse. And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run. The Trojans used their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. It'll be a draw. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Knocked off his feet.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Got a man, it's Dortch. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. They'll run the screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver.
Throws it deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Griffin. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's gonna do it. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.